Hello again there, you two fans. This is the Real Creepy Doll Man here. I'm back with an all-new episode. It is May the 16th of 2023. Time is now 11:40 p.m. Okay, before we begin, the Real Creepy Doll Man's going to say this. We did back then an episode before then. There was real evidence back in the day. I have done a video back in early August the 30th of 2016 that was released as a 50-minute, and it was 30 seconds, way too long to show here on YouTube. It was never to be seen on YouTube by human eyes, by anybody. Never to be seen until I decided to release the second anniversary of Cheyenne The Haunted doll. So what I did was a double episode, and I decided to release that episode to show real evidence of an orb spirit appearing at 2:57 to 2:59. And I think the video was at least about 3 to 4 or 5 minutes long, but we had to say something in the video to prove and show that part that was never seen, because I went back to show it on my laptop to all the fans that was never been seen by human eyes. Now, for further ado, we're going to kick it off like this. This marks the 6th anniversary of Cheyenne The Haunted doll made her first big debut here on YouTube on May the 16th. 2017 by her owner. The Real Creepy Doll Man brought her here as an exclusive for all the YouTube fans and all you Die-Hard Real Creepy Doll Man fans to see. In our communications and in our investigations with both me and the Real Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr., we found the name of the female spirit that is attached to this lovely female porcelain doll. Her real name is Brooklyn. Now, Brooklyn didn't give us a last name, so the last name will be unknown at this very time. Brooklyn gave us very little detail how she lived her life just before she died, but Brooklyn did give us a description of what race she is. She is a mixed Caucasian female. Real age cannot be determined at this very time. Sad to say, Brooklyn died from natural causes and died at the age of 12 years old in the year of 2016, month and day unknown. Now, when me and the Real Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr. was still together, we had communicate, both me and him had communicate off record with a spirit known as Bobby, who claims to be a guardian angel, and he communicates with other spirits. And in doing so, he had communicated with this spirit, Brooklyn. And Brooklyn decided she wanted to change her name to Cheyenne. So we had to pay respect that she wanted to change her name to Cheyenne. In doing so, Bobby have communicate with Cheyenne to ask her true age, and she had told him that she is 21 years old. Now, couldn't the fact that she be lying to both me and the Real Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr., that will be hard to know, and to doing so, it will remain a mystery at this very time. But until we go back to review further in the future, but whoever I decide to communicate with our spirit friends again, where if the Real Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr. ever return or not, or someone else will join me, we will continue that episode in the near future with someone maybe new. But as we could say this, before I close out this was the first spirit that brought all this nightmare to real reality. I'm going to say this to anybody out there. I tell this to anyone who owns this stuff, not to own this stuff for a reason. This stuff is not toys to play with, and I can tell you that these are real things that you should not play with. People today mock this stuff here on YouTube, and I see them making fun of it. This is not fake stuff. This is actually real. What I show in my videos are 100% real. There are no smoke and mirrors, no trick photography, and there's no re-editing or putting in CGI in order to fool people. It's actually 100% real. So whatever you see in my shot is 100% real in my shot. Now I can tell you, this doll's been with me, and this one's actually the one that caused the most trouble of them all. This one has brought the dolls to light, and there's real paranormal and supernatural going on, not with just this doll, but every other doll within this whole room and within the whole entire collection I have. Whether it be haunted or possessed or whatever you want to call them all, there are very few out there that I got are even cursed as well. So you have to realize that these things are not toys to play with. And I'm telling a lot of people they should not own this stuff. And I just say, if you cannot control them because you don't know what you're bringing in the house. If it's an unclean spirit and an inhuman spirit, it will trick you. And a demonic spirit can trick a person very easily. If it can pretend to be a child, I'm going to say this to anybody that don't believe me. You might want to get rid of it and have your house blessed by a pastor, priest, or whatever. Because if you do not, it's going to haunt you to the day you die. And it can do worse for you. But let's go back to reality that this has now been happening. There's nothing I can do to stop it. This is real reality. And real stuff like this has really happened in this house since I had this doll. There's real hauntings going on in this very house. And it's no joke. I'm not laughing or making it up. I've seen stuff you wouldn't believe. And I can tell you right now, this is something that I never said after June 11, after I brought 3 other dolls in here. Some weird crap has been going on my bed. And I can actually feel something getting on top of me. And I can actually feel what that thing is without seeing it day or night. So it's not in my head. And I can tell you it's for real. That is now becoming, it's manifests itself where now it can touch me and physically get a little bit physical with me, if you know what I mean. So this is a real creepy doll man saying to all the fans out, keep watching, more to come. We have other anniversaries to go. We're going to do them in reverse. This episode will be first, and the ones that were supposed to be shown on the May the 5th, 6th, and the 8th will be done somewhere in the middle after this, by the 17th, probably. By May the 17th. So keep May the 17th of 2023. So we keep watching for that episodes to come, and plus the bonus episodes too. This is a real creepy doll man saying to all the fans out there, goodbye, and God bless you all.